Hello and welcome. So in this video I'm gonna go over everything new and everything changed in update 1.29 for Gran Turismo 7. We have the addition of 5 new vehicles. 3 of them are gonna be purchasable from the legendary dealership and the other 2 will be in Brand Central. Now the 3 in the legendary dealership are the Citroen DS21 Plus, the Porsche 911 Carrera RS and the Honda RA272. Now when I say 5 cars, I actually mean like 4.5, because the 2 vehicles that are purchasable from Brand Central are 2 Vision GT cars. Now one is a street version and one is an off-road version of the same thing. Now the second biggest thing, I think the biggest thing for everyone all around, PS4 users and PS5 users, is the addition of Grand Valley. Now this is a returning circuit to the Gran Turismo franchise and we are receiving 4 layouts for it. So we have Grand Valley Highway 1, Grand Valley Highway 1 Reverse, Grand Valley South and Grand Valley South Reverse. Now with the addition of Grand Valley, we also received circuit experience for these layouts of the circuits. Also on Grand Valley we received 5 new events. Now I am seeing a World Touring Car Championship 600 and that could possibly be a new way to make money. So I'm quite excited to just see what the payouts for these events actually are. On screen now are the requirements to unlock each of these events. And we also receive a new Sunday Cup at Laguna Seca. For owners of the PSVR 2, you are now able to experience the game in complete VR except for 2-player split screen. Also with your VR experience you will unlock a virtual reality mode where you will be able to go in and see the vehicles in a new way. You will be able to go into select areas and just take a better look at the vehicles in game. Now this is under a VR showcase, and when you load into a game, on the top right hand side of your home screen you will see a banner that says Race Together. If you click on it, you will be able to compete against the Sophie AI. Yes, the AI that Gran Turismo has been developing for a few years now. And if you want to try your hand out at beating it and seeing how good you actually are, you will be able to do that. Now the VR and Sophie are only for PS5 users. Now back to something for everybody. Scapes has received a few updates. We now have drift photography. This is gonna now allow us to place a vehicle and just angle its wheels and how the car will actually be sliding through a corner and grab a photo of it. There will be a tutorial explaining and showing you how to actually do this. Also, height adjustable spots have now been added too, so now you are able to raise the camera up and down to get that perfect shot of your car in Scapes. And they have also added some sort of heat glow effect. In Brand Central we see the addition of 2 new museums. One is going to be found in Europe by Italy for Ital Designs, and the second is going to be found in Japan under the Asia Oceania for the Sophie AI. We see the addition of 2 new extra menu books coming to the cafe. So the first is going to be for collecting Honda Motorsport vehicles. Now this will be available to you after collectors level 47. And the second menu book is for the 911 Carrera RS. This will be available to you at collectors level 39. They have also added new conversations. So if you enter the cafe in a specific vehicle, there will be a little icon with a person's face on the far right bottom of the screen. So there you can click on it and the person will tell you a bit more history on that car that you're in. On screen now is a list of all of the vehicles that have now had conversations added. GT Auto has now received 30 new real car paint colors. The addition of only allowing certain car settings to be adjusted has now been added to sport mode. In lobby mode there is now a results button that will appear after qualifying or after a race, so you can just see how the race played out for you and your other opponents. When using a PS5 controller in the garage, when you change your car on startup, the audio will start coming out of the controller and you will feel vibration coming through the controller. When it comes to the display when racing, you can now set it to only have car information and just declutter your entire screen. This is actually crazy because a few videos ago I made this like wish list type of a video stating what I want to see Gran Turismo add to just make the game better, and this was one of it, to just clean up the screen. So I'm so stoked to see that actually came to game. Now that is everything that is new to Gran Turismo 7. Now let's head on to what they have fixed. For the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4, 5 and 6, if you had rear type A parts applied to your vehicle, it would mess with your downforce. Now they have fixed that. They have changed the display for the Peugeot L500R Hybrid Vision GT to now include the max power output. This will not affect the performance points of this vehicle. They have also stabilized the Dodge SRT Tomahawk Vision GT in online races. They adjusted the penalty system algorithm on Daytona Speedway road circuits, specifically the pit lane exit and the chicane exit turn 11. They also fixed an issue where the game would freeze for about 1.5 seconds while using a Fanatec steering wheel, and that wraps it up. The only thing else that they mentioned is localization and stability issues being fixed. So that wraps it up with update 1.29 and everything they have added and changed. So now with me giving my professional Gran Turismo YouTuber opinion from the standard point of view of a normal GT7 player, there isn't really much that's been added. They've added 4 cars that not a lot of people are actually interested in. I think I'm only really excited for the Porsche. I mean, but we already have all Porsches in the game. Grand Valley, that's gonna be super fun for the next 2 weeks, and then it's probably gonna die off unless they made a new best way to make money come to that circuit. Also, I'm mostly excited for the engine swaps and to see what other engine swaps are in the game, because I'm on PS4 and I don't have access to all of these other things like the PSVR 2 and Sophie. That doesn't really interest me. It doesn't affect my life because I don't even have a PS5. So for us PS4 users and people that aren't interested in the virtual reality stuff, it's kind of a mid update. The only really good thing is Grand Valley and just the ability to now only display our car's info. So that's really the only 2 things that I'm excited for and happy about out of this update. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about this update in the comments, and if you even made it to this far in the video. So with all this being said, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.